Welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with the Greater Fort Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival, presented by Visit Lauderdale. Today's episode brings us to downtown Hollywood, where we're hanging out at the Greek joint with Chef Alex. We're making shrimp Santorini, fried feta, and I'm enjoying this cucumber martini, otherwise known as the Greek Goddess. In a true Greek fashion, I feel like I should break a plate. Opa! So we're here with Chef Alex. We're at the Greek joint. Alex, thank you for having us. What are we doing today?
We're gonna do two appetizers. Since Greek food is all about little bites and appetizers, we're gonna do shrimp Santorini dish, very traditional, and we're gonna do fried feta.
So right now we're adding oil to our hot pan.
Yeah, it's a little too hot. A little garlic.
I like anything with garlic, so it sounds good.
Shrimps.
Now you went out this morning and caught these shrimp?
Absolutely. We have a little lake in the back. Okay, now we're gonna deglaze with wine. Might catch on fire, might not.
Do you have a glass for me?
Sure. Some tomatoes from the garden.
And when you say garden, you mean the fresh market?
That's the whole thing.
So Chef, how long should this dish take?
About five minutes.
What are we adding now?
Tomato sauce. Okay.
What's the inspiration behind this dish?
It's very traditional since, you know, Santorini probably comes from the island Santorini in Greece. Now we're adding feta. Okay. A little oregano. Some fresh squeezed lemon juice.
What makes the Greek joint special?
The location, first of all.
Right here on Hollywood Boulevard?
Also, seasonality of the ingredients. We change the menu every 3 months. We have very special staff here that's been with us for a long time.
So we got our shrimp going.
It's almost there. We're just gonna season a little bit more. We're gonna present the way we present at the restaurant. It's almost there.
Now, Chef, tell me a little bit more about you. Where's your background from?
Originally, I'm from Ukraine. I have some family in Greece as well. I moved to South Florida about 12 years ago. I worked some restaurants in the area. And I've been with Greek joint family for about 2.5 years.
And you always have had a passion for cooking?
Absolutely. I haven't done anything else in my life.
Where does that passion come from?
To be honest with you, just either you have it or you don't. You're like you're born with it or you're not. It's almost ready.
So now we're adding the shrimp Santorini into our dish, and this is how it would be plated if I were a guest here.
Absolutely. I'll show you the final product in a second. You see all that feta is melted now. It's part of the sauce. That's what makes this dish. A little bit of basil. And make it pretty.
I like anything that's pretty.
Okay. So now,
Chef, this smells phenomenal.
thank you. So it's gonna come to a table like this. Okay.
So that's the shrimp Santorini.
Shrimp Santorini.
Fantastic. You're watching In the Kitchen with the Greater Fort Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival, presented by Visit Lauderdale. Stick around. We're back to In the Kitchen with the Greater Fort Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival presented by Visit Lauderdale. We're here with Chef Alex at the Greek Joint right on Hollywood Boulevard. Alex, we made our shrimp Santorini. We cleaned up after during the break. What are we making next?
Okay, so we're making fried feta dish. Everything
Everything is better fried.
Yes, got that right. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna teach you how to do it, and then you'll take over the next step, okay?
All right, if you're gonna teach me how to do it, I'm gonna put on some gloves. The Greek Joint is part of the Safe and Clean Pledge. You guys are doing everything in your power to ensure that your guests and patrons feel safe and they're at the restaurant. Can you tell us more about what you're doing?
We sanitize, we keep the place clean, we check employees' temperatures every day, and we keep 50% capacity even though some rules are changing, but we playing on the safe side, you know?
So you guys are going above and beyond. You're keeping the dining room social distanced?
Absolutely, yes.
Awesome, awesome. So as I show up as a patron, I realize that everything I do, you guys are doing to make sure that I'm safe. So when I walk out of here after having a great meal, I'm still good to go.
That's part of the reality now.
Great to hear. So I've got my gloves on, you got yours on. What are we doing?
Let me start, and then you'll pick up. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit of egg wash. We have some fila dough here.
Fila dough.
Okay.
So you're just lightly brushing the dough with some egg wash.
Exactly. We do the next layer here. Okay. Now I want you to brush the edges a little bit.
All right. So just take a little bit of egg wash and then brush the edges.
Exactly.
Am I doing good?
Yeah. A little more. Beautiful.
Do I get a gold star?
5.
5 of them. I told my mom I was going to do good today. So now you're just wrapping the feta itself.
Exactly. Now we're gonna do a little bit more right here.
Now you're not putting a lot in there. You don't want it to be too soggy.
Exactly.
You're just kind of using it as a paste to ensure that it sticks together.
It's like a glue in the pastry world. All right.
It's like a little package.
Finishing touch right here. There you go. Want to seal that? Very good. Beautiful. Okay, now.
I can't wrap a gift for my life, but I did really good on that.
So what we're doing here, put in some sesame seeds so they stick. Okay.
So this is going to give us a crunch as we bite into it. Now, Chef, you were telling us while we were on break that the inspiration behind this, you yourself and the owner went to Greece separately, and this is a dish.
We can't leave the place and both go, but
this is a dish that's all over Greece. So you took it straight from the homeland and brought it here.
Exactly. We experimented a lot with it. We wanted to get it right, and finally, that's the product. It's super simple, as you see. It's all about ingredients. The feta has to be really good quality. When we get to the honey, I'll explain that part too. But now we gotta fry it.
Step out of your way. Okay. Now, how long do we let it rest in the fryer?
Till it's golden brown.
Till it's golden brown. So it's really just the eye.
You see, it's kind of slowly. Just keep an eye on it, and so the finishing touch is going to be honey, and the most important part of this dish is honey. If it's good honey, organic, natural, it will make the dish.
So it's not the cheese that's the most important part; it's the honey.
Yes.
That's a fun fact when it's a cheese dish. So, Chef, we've made our shrimp Santorini, we've made our feta, and I know that we're working in limited space here, so we have to make dishes that fit in the space that we're working in. What is your favorite dish on the menu?
Every day is different. It's like an artist, you know, when you paint something.
I've got a brush.
Exactly. Every day you wake up and you feel like, oh, today I'm gonna paint a portrait. Tomorrow I'm gonna paint champagne ocean, you know. You get inspired as the week goes by, but one of the most favorite dishes right now on the menu, probably the mahi dish, because it's seasonal right now, fresh. The lamb shank is really good as well. We use seasonal vegetables for that. But everything on the menu is great. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't put that on the menu if it wasn't good. So
makes sense, makes sense.
As you see, your fried feta is getting nice and golden brown right now. We're almost there.
So our fried feta is looking golden brown.
Yeah, we did good.
You can see it puffed up a little bit.
Looks very nice.
So what's the next step? So we've
Right now we're just gonna plate it, get some oil out of it, excess oil. There you go.
The best part about this is the honey. So this is the most important part.
See how thick and nice it is. It's very natural.
So you're just drizzling it over.
Okay. And if you want, we can cut into it to see how it looks inside.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. You want to use a real knife or beginner?
Let's stick with the beginner.
All right. There you go.
All right. You could feel the crunch when you do it. This looks great, Chef.
Thank you.
Or what do you love about Greater Fort Lauderdale or Broward County?
The weather, first of all. The culture. Every year, I've been here for quite a bit, like 10 years. So every year it's improving, it's getting better, the culture is getting better. People are very nice. And the food scene is coming up too.
Talk more about the food scene.
Broward County has a lot of new restaurants coming up, and the level is going up. A lot of competition, a lot of great restaurants.
So it's forcing everyone to be competitive and
Yes.
change the game on the menus. Awesome. Yeah. And then I guess my last piece is, can you give us a tidbit about the Greek joint?
Well, we started as a small restaurant, and that's why we named it Greek Joint. And then the customer base started growing, we became more popular, so we had to move to a bigger location. And it's kind of funny when the first time customers come in, they walk in, they're like, oh wow, it's not really a small spot. It's not really like a joint spot. So it's kind of cool, you know, it has a lot of history behind it.
Chef, thank you so much. We have our shrimp Santorini, our fried feta. We're at the Greek Joint here on Hollywood Boulevard. I thank you for showing us how you make these delicious appetizers. You're watching In the Kitchen with the Greater Fort Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival presented by Visit Lauderdale. Thanks for sticking around.